Stop scrolling and remember that you will die. That's probably how Roman Stoics would begin a YouTube video if they still lived. I guess. But what if I told you that remembering death isn't horrible, but the ultimate cheat code for life? The ancient Stoics believed that thinking about death daily can make you fearless and focus on what truly matters. The concept of Memento Mori will level up your mindset, proactivity, and resilience. Memento Mori is Latin and means remember, you die. The Stoics like Marcus Aurelius and Seneca didn't see this as depressing but empowering. Why? Because once you accept that life is temporary, fear loses its grip on you. The idea is that a lot of our fears, fear of failure, rejection, or embarrassment, come from thinking that we have unlimited time, or that the consequences of failure are permanent. Fear thrives on the illusion that you have endless time to hesitate. But once you accept that your time is limited, you're more likely to act despite fear. The fear is still there, but it no longer controls you. If one day everything, including your mistakes, failures, and even people's opinions, will be gone, why should you let fear stop you now? Imagine a victorious Roman general returning from battle. The entire city is cheering for him. He feels like a god. But behind him a slave whispers in his ear, Memento Mori. Why? Because even the strongest, the most successful, the most admired, will all turn to dust one day. It was also a reminder to stay humble and to use time wisely. We don't have someone whispering those words in our ear today, but maybe you should. Today we are distracted by endless noise that fights for our attention. But what if we had our own whisper to cut through the chaos? Memento Mori isn't about fear, it's about freedom. The freedom to stop wasting time on what doesn't matter. Psychologists have studied how thinking about death impacts behavior. It's called terror management theory, which states that death anxiety is a primary motivator for all human behaviors. So, how can Memento Mori help us to level up in life? First of all, it shifts your focus on the truly important things in life. When we are aware of our mortality, we either avoid the thought or we use it as motivation. Our awareness of death can create anxiety, but it can also push us to live more meaningfully. It can drive us to work towards our goals. It can make us cherish the time of our loved ones. It can also make you work on the things you were putting off. In my experience, I became more driven to achieve my goals. I also showed much more compassion towards the people around me. Why? Because knowing life is short changed how I act. It's like playing a game where you have just one life left, and suddenly every move matters. Memento Mori stops procrastination. Most people live in someday. Someday I will start a business. Someday I will apologize. Someday I will start working out. But the someday might never come. As an example, think about how you behave when a deadline is far away. You relax, push things off. But when it's the last day before the deadline, you suddenly get everything done. Why? Because urgency destroys procrastination. Now imagine if you treated your entire life like that. Later doesn't exist. The only time is now. Memento Mori makes you unshakable. Life is full of problems, let's be honest. But how you react to them is what truly matters. You will lose money. You might get rejected. People will betray you. Most people let these things paralyze them. But when you embrace Memento Mori, you realize something powerful. In the grand scheme of things, none of these fears truly matter. On your deathbed, these setbacks won't haunt you. You lost money, you can make it back. Someone rejected you, in the long run it won't matter. You failed at something, at least you tried. Most people don't even do that. The biggest regret of dying patients isn't failure. It's not living true to themselves. So how can we use Memento Mori in our daily lives? First of all, the morning reminder. Start each day by telling yourself, I don't know how much time I have left. I could die today, so let me make it count. If today was my last day, would I waste it scrolling my phone, or would I work towards my goals? Would I stay stuck in fear, or would I take action? Would I hold grudges, or would I let go and appreciate the people around me? I started doing this every morning. At first it felt uncomfortable, but over time it changed me. The deathbed test. When making a decision, ask yourself, Will this matter on my deathbed? If the answer is no, stop stressing over it. Just let it go. If the answer is yes, then give it your full attention. Think about it. Will the embarrassing moments you had today matter when you are dying? No. Will the time you spend with your loved ones or working towards your dreams matter? Absolutely. So don't wait until your deathbed to start choosing what actually matters. Symbolic reminder. Most people avoid thinking about death, but you should make it a daily presence. Wear something that reminds you of Memento Mori, a ring, a necklace, or even a coin with Memento Mori engraved on it. Why does this work? Because humans need visual triggers. Trust me, when you make death visible, you will never take your life for granted. Most people ignore their mortality, but the ones who embrace it, they become fearless, focused, and free. Memento Mori is not about fearing death, it's about truly living. Start now, because the pain of change is always less than the pain of stagnation.